17. Harrians gets Kytrex, and Rick gets Orba, and the lobby is thinning fast.
Exactly, and look at this. Another one just picked up like that. We're nearing top 5 so quickly. But look at this. You still have people all the way around. Players being eliminated left and right. Up on the high ground, though, Hustle and Allrum looks like they're going to contest right now. Harrian says, everyone up top, go ahead and come on down. I'd like to just go ahead and send you back to the lobby. So there you go. Now, Hustle did not drop all the way down. He still has the highest ground tarp, so he's just going to keep applying pressure from above. Now, I'm curious, does Harrians have more rockets? Okay, you answered my question. Thank you. Did you read my mind? How did he know?
Right on up there, you see Andrew picks up drip traits, but Hustle starting to row kind of thin on mats. He has 22 left, but it should be okay to hold high ground for now. Is dealing with no, he picked up ammo from that last Elam, so he's okay. Dexterity picks up J Roses, and we're into the top 5. Harrians goes down just inside of it. Tyranny picks up Dexterity now, so 1v1 between Tyranny and Hustle. Tyranny up on the high ground. Hustle going to take it away. Double ramps out into the side. 90 and then reverse flips it, but gets coned off by Tyranny. Great cone there, so Hustle now going to drop back down. One thing to note though, Hustle has the bandages, but no builds. If it goes to full close and he's okay, it should go to him. The difference between bandages versus a slurp and a campfire is minuscule, but Hustle slips up, only had the 50 HP, and gets taken out by a very slight change in elevation. That's not Old Man Mountain, that's like the newborn hill, but it was enough.
It was enough. I love fighting Volcano because it just makes like the action feel more action movie. It's like we're fighting over lava. Who will win? Food. Oh, between the slats. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Send observers your love. That was dope. All right, I liked that one. That was a pretty dang good one. I liked it. But look at this, Rux. Rux hasn't qualified, right? No, Pika and Rux have qualified. Excuse me, I missed.
They've qualified in solos, haven't qualified as a duo.
Yes, so one more opportunity in this next weekend to try and come through.
Actually, it will be on the Thursday and Friday, June 20th and 21st because of those changed times. Also, don't forget those hours have been pushed back, and the prize pools have been doubled for that rescheduling. Again, you can see the qualification spots on the right-hand side. 19 were up for grabs today. 17 have gone down, and 2 more are available here in the West. Who will be able to take one away as Rux begins spraying shots out there, swaps to the combat, gets a 12 and a 9 tag there, so knows the player is on whites but won't be able to find it. Instead, gets mitts with a little bit of help from the storm.
Man, another dense lobby. Now keep in mind, we're coming, the circle is already moving. The storm circle is already moving. We're getting closer to that Storm Circle 6. Rux here, a little bit of a tough spot. He's going to go ahead and get that launch pad, get himself out of dodge, and begin his rotation. Question is, where does he want to land? He probably could have challenged that player, but I think it's a little bit smarter. Just go to the edge of that next storm zone, get yourself to safety, establish, and then see where the next zone is. Right? It's again, every interaction matters. Every decision they make is literally going to make or break their game.
So on that rotation in and of itself, you have 2 choices when you're going through. You can come down on the very near side of the zone where there's going to be more players, but you want to land towards an edge because the next circle goes outside of the bounds of the safe zone. If you don't go to an edge and you go to the middle, you're guaranteed a rotation no matter what. Whereas if you do get an edge, you're either on the backside and have to rotate right away, or everyone rotates into you. So the safe calculated play is you put yourself in the middle for an even rotation, but that means you're in the middle of the rotation and guaranteed have to rotate. So if you put yourself towards the side with mixed utility, you at least have a chance of hitting the zone. But then on the flip side, if it goes back to the opposite side, it's really rough. Most of the times during that overlapping zone, I'd say you want to go far side simply because the near side's going to be stacked and there's less threats there. So even if you do have to rotate away, most players aren't rotating all the way over there. As you can see Sealmat doing right now and then turning about face. Sees all the players dropping down from the sky. And that was the slow redeploy. That's what I'm talking about. If you go to press space, as somebody knocks your ramp out from under you, you'll be stuck in that slow redeploy forever. But Sealmat opts not to punish that player, instead swaps targets onto gun deals and swats him out of the sky, swapping his name from Epic Whales Duo back to Sealmat so we can give him the credit where credit is due without undue confusion.
Dang it, you literally stole my joke. I was going to say, man, I'm so happy to see that Sealmat has changed his name from Epic Whales Duo to his real name so we can give him the credit. Dang it, Sundown. It's like you read mine.
There?
It wasn't like a joke. I'm just saying. That was like.
Oh, it was one of your jokes. Got it.
Yeah, so it's not
As
funny.
we hit top 25 there, Pearl taking out Hitmarker and Sealmat getting over to the far side. 3 points for everyone. Top 15 will be the next one for an additional 2 points, and then top 5 in the Victor Royale after that. But Sealmat wants the points from the Elims. You can see the baller kind of griefing him a little bit there, just hitting the spacebar, knocking the builds, not letting him be safe. But Anjul gets picked up. Brilliantly done there from Sealmat, and now going to opt to pop the shadow and get on out.
I like that rotation because typically when you do with a door and you use a shadow bomb and then you open the door, players know to laser the door instantly because you're going to be coming out as a shadow. If you edit up and then you just bounce out of the box, no one can really tell where you are, and it makes you way more difficult target to hit. That's dope.
Adapting, man, like we said, everyday people pushing the limit. But now we got Buphack up on the high ground. Boombo in combat shotgun, sitting on full draw right now, has an explosive shotgun round ready to go in case anybody gets greeted by it. Sees the shadow player, not able to find the first hit. Baller right next to him, just pickaxe him. That works too. You can send him on down, but he's going to be able to catch himself. See if he had pickaxed him there.
He would have gone
out in the storm. Would have got an Elim.
Yep.
Just saying, 200 IQ.
You know what I'm curious about? I know.
So that's another thing.
Okay.
It's top 15, so that's a 3-point swing there. But an explode or any AoE damage that hits a baller, if it breaks it, will crack through. Bobhack gets Wavy Jacob as well, the player who is in the top 5 tomorrow. So good high ground domination from him. But now back on board with Sealmat. 2 Elims and top 12 currently needs top 5 for the next round of points. But he also still has 3 stinks, Zeke.
These just increase in value over the course of the game, right? You got to think the stink bomb is a little bit larger than a 1x1 grid space. When you throw it in, especially in this tight of a corridor, you're going to get guaranteed damage. Remember, that's damage that ignores shields and hits directly to the health bar. If he just drops it down on the players down below, he's going to get a bunch of damage numbers, and he's going to be able to track them. Because remember, that damage number is ticking, and you can track where that number is coming from.
Drop it on the backside of the storm on low ground. Players will always be there. Always, no matter what. But right now you can see he's only on the 31 builds, trying to find a little bit of room to navigate. Finds a big pot, knows there's a player over on the side. This is when you should be using those stinks. They are going to get to a critical point where you will have no more area to get it. But Sealmat says, I know better. I'm going to stick to that combat shotgun. Top 5, top 4 now as Pearl gets end picks. Pearl on the high ground. Bobhack on the tarp beneath. Sealmat now on the mid tarp. So now Bobhack on ultimate low. And there it is. Drop down the stink. Drop down a rocket as well. Sealmat got the last up. Bobhack, that's the wrong way. Flit knocks out into the storm. Sealmat should just drop another stink on the low ground. Oh no! He put it in his own box! He put it in his own box! So Fetty got the tick over onto it because he was the last one who tagged him forever ago. Pearl got the tick as well. 17 points for Pearl, but that's rough. You know what? That's just one of those ones where you wake up in the morning and you're like, yep, it was just right before lift up the covers. You smelt it, you dealt it. Real rough there, taking yourself out. Not about the Dutch oven there, but hopping into the next match. Tracer, Lior, Poser, Kicks all over by Pleasant Park. You have Doten in the corner, and Tracer has a nice little loadout, 6 shadows with the combat. Also has a tower built up, so might have a little bit of extra resources underneath, and has priority rotation on the zone. You can see right on the edge of the Pleasant Park circle.
Yeah, I mean, right now, at this point, he could just look to gatekeep players as they're trying to get themselves into safety. I want to see, though, I was going to say, I want to see like a wide shot. I want to see more of what's going on here in Pleasant Park. A lot of players are on that outside edge, and they need to start making their way in. You can tell, right? There's players that have already established themselves in this new safe zone. Now it's about everyone else. How do they get in? Are their rotations safe? Do they have long rotations? Does someone around them have a potential launch pad or rift that they could use? Do they have that utility? So many possible decisions. Look at that. Choi, he was flying in the air and just gets ripped to shreds. He's not been eliminated, not yet, but he is in definite critical condition. Bolt Johnny, they're going to be picked off in 38th place. Rough, not the worst, but rough for sure.
That's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad. I'm not in terms of like, getting to 38th is bad, but playing 18 minutes or whatever in a game to get to the 5th circle and then being dropped out before placement points, doesn't feel good as a player. Tracer now popping the shadow, going to opt to try and find a little bit of room. You can see, again, the players gravitate more towards the outside of this fifth circle. Gradient Bricks picks up last live. Tracer hitting the tree to get a little bit more, sitting on 5 elims and 5 smoke bombs. And now, why you're towards the outside of the circle, everyone on the eastern side of Pleasant now has priority on that zone, and players are going to have to go past. 35 players left. You can see everyone playing safe, playing dense. Nobody wants to get picked off right here. We've talked about it before. The placement threshold is kind of the barrier. Like, hey, was this an acceptable game? You can't spend this much time in a match and not get placement points.
And here we go, man. Circle has started moving. Again, guys, every interaction matters. This is their last opportunity, the last few games they have on the server. Probably about an hour left of queue time. Becca, can you help me out? Boom, 105 minutes. Thanks, Becca.
105 minutes?
Wait, what did I, is that
really,
what I said?
Zeke?
An hour and 5 minutes.
Really? Ah! Wow,
anyway,
all right. Yeah,
34 players.
Right back.
No, Becca, take that away. Remove the graphic. Becca, remove the graphic.
World Cup. Can Zeke do math? The answer is no. If you answer yes, we're not friends anymore. Now, Tracer here turns and picks up Pocket. And Sino gets Jarvis as well. The South Korean player taking him down there, representing from South Korea, as I said, from the Asia region, playing in Canada. Currently had a nice little Canadian flag there on his Twitter account. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, but I know he'd been doing everything they can to try and get one of the solo spots there. You can see Sino in the bottom left, Persecute also in the lobby, Vide in the lobby, Fate Yonder, Wheels, Thai Tanks, TXG Temple, Jordan, Kaz, Coral, so many players. Kaz qualifying for the Fortnite World Cup creative side with one of the sickest trick shots during Ninja's thing, still into the top 25, so 3 points for everyone in the lobby. And Kaz goes down right there, a little bit of a caster curse. I apologize, but he did get his flu shot, so not gonna end up being sick. Kefu picks up Do10. Spook does get his shadow canceled, immediately gonna 90 up, box himself up and over, and he says, nah, I'm gonna pop another shadow and get out of dodge. This is risky. Needs to avoid getting metroed here, and he does. Puts enough space between him to get back over the backside of the zone. Nobody expects the reflank with the shadow. You expect him on the far side and have to come back to the near, but Spook can't convert as Vide. Oh, as I say that, he drops down and chases Persecute. That's a 3-point swing as that even pushes us into the top 15.
Now top 5 is the next threshold, and this is where we're going to see players play a little more defensively. They want to hit top 5. Those extra 2 points are so crucial. Spook here doing his best impersonation of a spooky ghost, walking around that shadow bomb. He's going to find a player, a 36. It is a headshot, but not a ton of damage. And look, he's got there in the pyramid. They're trying to keep himself safe. He does get the ramp, and the players, they're just trying to abandon. They're like, no. I need to get myself to safety. I need to survive. Kefu going down in the top left to Yonder. Cherish Reality just going to get ripped to shreds. 3 eliminations for Spook. And then Rocket, he's looking to fracture it all Sundown.
Oh, but he finds the player in the shadow form. Can he follow up on it? What?
Wait, what?
I didn't. Literally, I heard the audio cue as he turned and built. That was inhuman from Spook to be able to get that there. Sino picks up Jordan, and we're getting closer to that top 5. And one thing to note, once players hit the top 15, it's a little bit like, okay, I got my 5 placement points. I can kind of press it. This is a relatively successful game either way. And Synergy kicks on the high ground. 2 big pots, Shadow Bomb and a Rift. Little less valuable, but it's all about the rockets and the combat. He's going to start working top down and looking for those aim downside shots. Holding his hard right hand, waterfalling another level, only about 3 or 4 up, and now he's going to start looking for shots. Misses the first and sees 2 people get blown up. Leo and Yonder get blown up by Sino and Thai Tanks, and we have our top 5. 7 points for everyone in the lobby, and Kix is trying to go to work. This player holding him off, using the turbo build to just hold that box, and Kix says, okay, you can have it. I'm going up 1 more.
He does have a single RPG. He could just bring everything down or just save it and try to get a cheeky angle and just level everything down below. Now, keep in mind, he's got a great angle. He immediately just destroys that player there. They're going to just back to lobby. Good day, friend. Sinu there picked up as well. So who's left? I 3-box me or wide shot me.
That's
the rocket gonna come in.
That's it.
That's TIE tanks. Oh my God. Okay, who's down below? Who's still left?
I think he actually got a shield tag with that RPG. I assume this player is tagged out. That's why he's just playing defensively.
It was Spook.
No, but he did get a shield shot. Spook tried to be a spooky ghost there, but no. Flankerino's synergy kicks him out to the lobby, gets the victory royale, and closes that match out. Well done from him there, and just look at the run away from Pleasant. We pretty much head in a straight line there, but the action doesn't stop. 47 players here. You see Zucchini and Nico over here as well. And look in the bottom right-hand corner. We're over by Lonely, but look at the number of players who are in that next safe zone. There's only about 4 or 5 on the edge, and the other 40 players are going to have a long rotation over there. That's a lot of open space.
Yeah, we need either community launch pads, community rifts, shadow bombs, whatever it is. Ballers, just get yourself to safety. Now is the time to go. Nico, look at this. Rift to go, slurps, half shields. He's ready. He's got no E-limbs. He's trying to look. He's saying, I've got time. I'll mess with this player. Sky Virus. Unfortunately, not the T-Virus. Gonna get eliminated there.
So one fantastic thing that Nico did, and you might wonder why players are doing it, players will set up a ramp directly behind them and then force themselves onto the wall. This goes back to the conversation we had before about those yellow builds. If you put the ramp and then you're standing in it, because the other wall ends up being broken and you're phased into that one, as you step forward, that other wall gets full built and it kind of pushes you forward a little bit, but makes it a little easier to phase through into the walls. That's how Nico was able to get there and get that shot off. Well done from him there to close that one out. But the rest of the lobby, you have Rex, Psycho, Pine, all over on this side. We already saw Psycho have an incredible performance, and not gonna meme on that because it really was that good. But Rex gets the wall, gets the cone, has the trap on the back side, and Renuity can go hang out in the lobby because Rex is dominant there.
Another member of S2 or the Heart Clan. In case you can't tell, looks like a little heart. Look at it. Squint your eyes a little bit. You can tell. The S and 2. 42 players remain. This is going to dictate what happens moving forward. Where is the new safe zone? Here we go. Down low by Lonely. Okay, so pretty even flat terrain. Like, there's a little bit of that little, like, incline, that little baby one there, but it's not like a mountain, right? They're going to be fine, especially with rotational tools.
So the first players who go will be fine. The second players won't, and that's why those hills end up being so bad. When you're going over kind of a change in verticality, you need to be going early or have utility, because if you're going late without utility and trying to build up, it doesn't matter how good of a builder you are. If everyone in the lobby has slapped brick and metal down there ahead of time, it takes forever to break through. You can't find your angles, and now we see Pika trying to take the wall away, drops back down through his edit. Storm Surge is on, so 9 players in the lobby will be pressured from that. Again, 30 is when it turns off. You see typical gamer picking up AU Kirky, and Pika trying to find the player, holding with the heavy snipe there. As Citizen snipes, just gets held by the entire zone. Pika goes for the shot, but does not hit it, and immediately pops his glider and just hangs out in the air. Wants nothing to do with all of this chaos on the mid and low ground.
Yeah, just let everyone duke it out, you know. As they're making rotations, the lobby's going to thin itself out. And look, this is exactly what you do. Just wait. Especially now, as people are trying to establish themselves, he's probably going to try and challenge someone for their high ground. Because you don't, down below, all they're thinking about is who can I pick off? How can I get to safety? Now, instead, here he's going to say, look, Zeke, I'm going to step ahead of you. I'm going to land there first, establish myself, and I'm going to look to gatekeep everyone that's trying to rotate in. A player here, he's going to get the wall blown out from his side. Good recovery, though. He did not lose that much life. He still has the 2 half shields as well, so he's still good to go. 28 people still left, though. Look at the rotation out of that shadow bomb.
So sick to be able to get out around the side and get over to the far, if he can now establish himself and begin shooting. But instead, you see him on the right side of the screen, just continues to extend out the shadow bomb and get to the top 25. Well done there from Pika. There's a reason he was in the top spot. There's a reason he's already qualified for solos. He's really, really, really ridiculously good at this game.
There you go, Rift forced there. So now Rex and everyone else, not from the same Rift, their own potentially, gonna look to land. But look, a little girl up on top is taking shots at the mean old Fortnite players in the sky. Pika there, look, another Shadow Bomb use. He wants this high ground. He's continued to contest because he knows that is a power position and he wants it. Rex here is going to try and get a little cheeky angle here, see where he can go ahead and nest himself. Looks like they're on the lowest ground tarp. This is pretty good. It's going to keep him safe, especially everyone down below. You got to think everyone probably down below is a little less on mats. That's why they don't want to contest. They want to try and conserve. 4 more people need to fall. 2 go down there. 1 more. Top 15. Okay, I thought it was going to come a little quicker than that, but oh well, here we are. There, okay, of course! Okay, I'm trying. I did my best. Anyway here.
And it was a little girl picking up Timber Skelty, the player from Mexico there, and we're into that top 15, as you said. And additionally, too, there were a lot of top 10 players who were in this. Players who last time we checked the leaderboard are up there right away. You can see Rex and Domo in there. CJ was in the lobby. A little girl pushes in and will pick up an Elam. Rex puts both the straps on the side. 1, 2, and typical gamer gets taken down. He was on a spree of himself, but Rex says, don't you know who I am? I know who you are, but it's time you learn my name. Brilliantly done there from him.
Well, he's got a big galaxy brain and tiny little arms, but Pika is up on the high ground there. He's going to go ahead and try and contest. Fisco, I believe, is the way you would say that name. Now, Pika having a little bit of difficulty, but keep in mind, he's got the 8 builds. That's why he's not trying to get crazy beyond fast. Decimated, but Night Slayer says, I am the Pika Slayer. Go back to lobby, friends. And look at this. Fisco's like, oh, did something happen? I guess I'm just going to drop back down. Everyone down below, everyone okay?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Night Slayer showing off his Earth type right there now as Rex continues working on the mid tarp. Does put down the first campfire, trying to get as much effective HP as he can. Will top off to 100 right before the storm that comes through. Finds the first shot. Can he connect afterward? And he does. That was Night Slayer right after he took out Domo. So now Rex on the low ground sends a player down. 1, 2, but Fisco catches himself right after. Fisco in your top right, Rex in your bottom right. 70 builds to 32. Fisco is going for an early campfire. He committed to,
no! Why would you stop it? Oh, no.
And so he stopped it because he saw that Rex was on the low ground and continued going through. So even if he had gotten it, he wouldn't have had the health advantage. But now the circle is closed. Rex just needs to hang out. He saw Fisco do it early, and he gets them. Rex had tagged him forever ago with it, pushing himself up to 39 points there, 19 from that match. Brilliantly done from Rex, but we're going to throw it on over to Dr. Lupo, who's in the studio.
Gentlemen, thank you. Legend has it there are a few things louder than the shriek of Zeke, but I will say the show and the shots from a lot of these players in NA West also standing out pretty loud, if I do say so myself. Speaking of which, we're going to take a quick look at the current NA West standings, so I'm going to now pivot and walk over to the board because that's what it says in the script. No, for real, NA West still going very, very deep right now. A lot of players competing for this top set of positions. Pika still holding it out all the way at the top there, 59 points, only 4 games played. I think he's playing a different version of Fortnite compared to everybody else. Symmetrical, Deuces, Sparl, Jarvis, Arkham, a ton of players, Harrians that we've seen over the course of the entire day so far from NA West. But I want to take 2 seconds real quick and look specifically at Symmetrical. 5 games played, 3 victory royales. Here's what's shown up so far. This is scary consistency minus this outlier number 3 there. But if you look in the bottom right, placement has been huge thus far. 70% of the 50 points that he's earned up until now. It's crazy. It's a spread like we have not typically seen. Usually we see closer to 40-60 or even a 50-50 down the line. But like I said, 5 games left, still Symmetrical on a solid push. See if he can maintain that top 1, 2, 3 position. You have to remember, if Pika does maintain number 1, he's already qualified. So those 2 positions for NA West shift down just one bump. A lot of competition still out there. This is the last week for solos across the board. This is the last set of games for the last region. Before we get to those, we got to take a quick 5-minute break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to cast this thing and knock out the rest of the weekend. See you in a bit.
Zeke, this is it. This is the last chance, all right? People need to know about this block party, all right? This is your last opportunity to get them involved, to get them hyped. Zeke, everyone's going to be there, all right? DJ Zeke's going to be there. DJ Sundown's going to be there. Everyone's going to be there, all right? The people are waiting. All right. You know what, man? I'm DJ Zeke. I don't need no card. But what you need to do is buy your tickets to the block party. Tickets are only $35, Fortnite fam. Listen, all right, June 15th, 16th at the LA Forum. Day 1, Creative Showdown. Listen, all right, Team Evolve built an incredible map. Spoiler alert, it's dope. Day 2, Celebrity Pro-Am. 50 pro gamers, 50 celebrities, all battling out for a $3 million charity prize pool. What more do you want? What more do you need? Fortnite fam, you need to be there because we are ready to party with you. Bam!
Heyo Fortnite fam, Sundown here, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the Flintlock pistol and its impact on competitive play.
The Flintlock pistol is a great addition. Sometimes it'll just change the course of a fight.
The things you can do is insane. You can get height with it. It shoots pretty far. You can almost use it as an AR at the beginning game just to get one shot. It'll hit for like 80, 90 in the body.
And this is looking really good for Horrify, but the Flintlock is going to get the high ground. Nikiva, such a smart player.
The Flintlock is a common and uncommon weapon that uses heavy ammunition. It does 86 or 90 damage depending on rarity, and it has a 2 times headshot multiplier. This means that outside of a sniper rifle, it has the highest single shot damage potential in the game. However, the Flintlock only allows for 1 shot at a time, has pretty decent damage fall off, and also takes 3 seconds to reload. In addition to all of this, the Flintlock also has a mobility component to it. When fired, it will impulse the shooter backwards, and if the bullet strikes a target, it will impulse the target away from the shooter. This can allow for some tricky plays to be made. Player there, runs out into the storm, jump, turn, finds him, yeah! We've seen a decent amount of use out of the Flintlock during the Fortnite World Cup online open qualifiers. So let's hear from some of the qualified players to get their opinion on its addition to the game.
If I'm low on HP and I have to choose one weapon, it will be this one. You can actually like kill someone from 200 HP to 0 without taking any shots.
And it's also really good for competitive play because if you're high ground or if you want to get away from a situation, the Flintlock, when you use it, it knocks you some distance so you can get away or you can get high ground over someone. I think it just adds a lot of like different plays you can make with it. I think it's good.
I personally really like the Flintlock. I think it's a really good weapon. I think it's a really, really strong weapon in the right hands. You need to know how to use it and you need to base your whole game around it if you want to use it right.
It's just the kind of weapon we need more.
I definitely think it's one of the better things that have been added skill-wise. I like that it's so versatile. I really like it competitive. Definitely deserves a spot here.
Thanks for watching, and hopefully you saw how the Flintlock can be utilized in the right hands. What is the best Flintlock play you've done or seen? Share it with us using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, and we'll be seeing you guys on the battle bus, or maybe Flintlocking through the air.
Welcome back, Fortnite fam, to continued coverage of the Fortnite World Cup online open qualifiers. Now, of course, if you've been with us, you know we're in week number 9. We are knee-deep in NA West action, and I'm not going to hold you up much longer. Let's get Dr. Lupo, Monster D-Face up on deck because I want to get into more games. Gentlemen,
What's
over
up,
to you.
How's it going, man?
How you
Yeah, I'm
doing?
ready to crush it today. NA West, looking towards the very end of the day, which means this is the very end of solo qualifiers for New York City.
Last opportunities, guys, to get in there and make it happen. So we're going to be hopping right into these next set of games. And I mean, we saw the leaderboard symmetrical just at the top. We've seen them kind of rocking it out.
Speaking of symmetrical, look, wait, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bushes in a row, and I think a 6th bush inside the box. Are those all players on the outside, or what's going on here? Like, the camouflage is so good, I can't really tell. My vision is based on movement, so I'm not. I'm like a T-Rex. Oh, the trap behind. Il Chase pushing away. Barely dodging that one. Loadout looking a little thin right now. Blue tactical AR, blue combat shotgun, which I'm going to be honest means, honestly, the world at this point. How a lot of these players are playing. A gray AR, not too bad. 23 points thus far, 1 elimination, 78 builds, and a dream of New York City.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is here. As you only had 45 minutes left to queue up. That's going to be a second elim. 40 plus players remaining as the moving zone's just about to get cracking here.
Rift into shadow bombs. Let's go.
That's what he needs, man.
Rift into shadow bombs. Do it. There it is. Sending.
That's a freebie of a rotation straight across the entire field there.
No reason to go too early either. I mean, at this point, he's just going to try and drop in and get high ground of what's still safe. Landing just outside the zone. Going to box up and build a little bit of a base up in the air. Combat shotgun, attack AR. Not a ton of ammunition for that tack. I say that only 100 rounds, but it's still only 100 rounds. No opportunities to take too many shots on players rotating. Aiden, one of the stars of NA West, floating around in a baller there. Meanwhile, Epic Whale, Kanji, about to take a shot at this heavy snipe and see if he can follow through. I almost guarantee. There it is. 1, 2 shots. A couple shield tags on the inside. Didn't even look like critical damage, though, which is too bad.
Crazy to see how much the game has changed, too. I've seen players rocking double heavy snipes. If you can find them,
back to back.
That can
Quick
catch
scope the
people off
second
guard, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you see someone that is maybe mid-heal, they're going to try and finish that mini. Because there's a bit of hesitation. They're thinking, I need to pop this so I can make sure that I get the shield. But in fact, the thought should be, I need to wall off the first heavy snipe because there's got to be a second or something's on its way still. Heroes and Edgy, 2 eliminations here for Epic Whale. To 4 now, 29 points and 141 builds. 2 rifts, those are going to need to be used relatively soon, or they're almost obsolete. We'll see, though. Launch pad into a rotation. Around the mountain we go.
Yeah, he did get shot there, so he's going to have to land, kind of slow things down just a little bit. Someone got boogied over to his left-hand side. Is he going to snatch up that opportunity to kind of jump on, get snot? That player got right back in the baller, and down the hill he went.
Gotta go. No time to waste any of it. Player dropping in above. Epic Whale trying to follow through on that. Elam can't quite find it, and a big combat shotgun shot from that range. Very effective as Epic Whale's forced down to 76. Gonna have to play on the defense. Use that rift. Probably the last super safe time to use it, assuming nobody looks up. One of those players that may look up for too long. Jarvis, somebody we've had our eyes on a number of times for NA West already.
I was literally watching him back in the talent room. Jarvis.
That's real. I can confirm that he actually was.
Yeah, like just sitting there staring at his games because he's been having quite the run. A couple unfortunate hiccups, but all in all, just pretty decent run here. He's really made his way to the top of the radar, and I've been so interested to kind of follow his gameplay at this point. Up in the right-hand corner, guys, Victor Royale worth 10 points, but don't forget placements are all the way through. And talking about that, top 25 just grants Jarvis and everyone else in this lobby a couple more points just for being alive right now. And each elimination is worth 1. That's Nico who goes down to Jarvis.
Quick reaction, player pushing up. No builds for Jarvis right now, just 1, now 0, and shots come out from a corner, edit up above. Jarvis gonna have to try and apply pressure. There's no other opportunity. Just kidding. Sculler goes down, looking for a back-to-back. Denying the feed just in case those elims come in way too quick. Ruddy goes down as well. PGG Jarvis moving forward. Excellent set of plays. No materials still, though, after building himself into a box. Finds, an attempt on a player. The shadow bomb there, he got locked in on it. Somebody else from above does follow through with shots. Seal Matt, his duo right here.
Yeah, a little bit of a standoff there. I see Kate and G all in those players' names, so bunch of friends basically at this point, all in the same lobby.
Oh,
but here they're
do it.
enemies. Aiden jumps up, goes with the side hop, takes the high ground using the storm. But the cost, 60 HP to take this high ground, and the opponent didn't even expect it.
Not a big
it was
deal.
Worth it.
Not a big deal, honestly. He may have spent the 60 HP, use it as a commodity to make his way to the top. A very good push with the baller. Take high ground, shot from above, combat shotgun, so powerful. We're going to see it again for just a second. Weapon swap it at the TAC AR. Looking for shots, watching for exposure on an opponent underneath. Drop it
do
down.
a little scout to the high ground. Everything seems to be clear, and he knows players are working their way down. He's taking his time here. You don't ever want to get too close to your opponent. He's trying to find an opportunity. Will he find it here? As it's declining slowly but surely once again. He's keeping this high ground. He used a baller to get here. You can tell that he still has fairly comfortable materials for endgame. Deuces goes down there as Aiden is continuing to rain down top 3 situation. Trashy versus Little Chase. Trashy catches that one, and Aiden is now at 100 shield here in a 1v1 versus Trashy. Is he gonna be able to close out? We'll find out now.
Just a second here, Aiden moving forward, double layering up above. Trashy stuck on the low ground, no build, shots from underneath, down to 69 HP. The Shadow Bomb in an attempt to maybe make a climb here using the tree potentially, but Aiden is doing an excellent job of zoning Trashy out. No attempt, no climb. He's taking an opportunity, pop a couple minis. It may not be enough though. Aiden stuck right next. No way! And Trashy with the 9,000 IQ play to literally just sit in the bottom. Exactly.
He faked him.
He popped the Shadow Bomb, but didn't even push. He sat, and Aiden spent all this time trying to track what couldn't even be tracked because Trashy was still in the bottom. Aiden literally lost an easily winnable game just because of an outplay mentally.
I promise you this, he'll never do that again.
Oh,
because
100%.
There's a distinct sound when someone jumps with the Shadow Bomb. And Aiden just, out of pure defense and safety, precaution, put up the planks to protect himself, but he traded out storm damage. I bet you Aiden never makes that error again right there. And this is the rinse and repeat that competitive players have to go through. You have to go through these and then learn from your mistakes most importantly.
It's like you ever see like the label warnings on a product and you look at it and you're like, why is that on there? But you realize that it's got to be on there because it happened one time, right?
It can happen.
One time. And the same thing applies here. You don't think about it until you're in the situation where you're like, wait, this is a thing that I need to be concerned with because it caught you off guard and maybe cost you, in that case, potentially 4 points if Aiden had gotten the elimination and the push from the Victory Royale. Yeah, like you said, it's not going to happen again because I think Aiden's got the warning label on now, right?
That's right, and this is what the World Cup is all about, and that's why this is the best practice for qualified players, regardless. He's still a champ, we'll see him in New York City, but Snorrier catches that whiz, very nice.
It's Harians, dude.
Oh my.
Backwards. Bro,
yo, call me way off. I'm like,
you got
sorry.
duped so bad. Oh, shout out to Harians for having a name that not even literally one of the most knowledgeable players I've ever seen. Monster D-Face can see it. If you have other names that are like that, anybody that's got a backwards one.
Whoever's working on you building your brand is fire them because you're not winning with that.
Tag Monster D-Face on Twitter, hashtag Fortnite World Cup. We got to get a list of names for Monster to look out for so we didn't stumble on any more, right?
That was a tough one, dude.
Player taking shots all the way across, 32 remaining. We got 7 more to go before we're into placement points.
Here it is, Spook. Wait, did I read? No, it's Coops. It's Coops. No, this is right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea at this point.
We don't know anymore, but here it is, Spook. Hopefully, looking to pop someone here. Finds the window. It's a nice weak build right there, and oh man, building with Willet is terrible. Way above the threshold here. He's closing in on his top 25. Can he hold out? It's really what he's looking for. 38 points. He's in contention. There's still time to queue up here. He is totally in the running right now. And that's a big 3-piece right there. 2 huge legendary AR shots connect. One being a headshot, rips apart the shield. Combat follow-up, so clean. Spook goes back into recycle the geyser and just gonna keep him in the air, just trying to get this placement right now.
2 quick ticks out in the storm, but does have the highest drop right now, slowly floating in. Bucky starting to take shots. Wouldn't surprise me if descent happens very quickly from those that are still floating because of that. Power on the bottom you saw for just a second, very low HP. Tricks picking Vita off the feet. Alex Toast getting an elimination. Power going down to himself and the Storm. Hate to see that player on the outside. Alex Toast does get eliminated. Almaken, 26 left. One more goes down. Whoever this 26th position is going to feel bad about missing placement points, but it is the way of the road, as they say. Ultra Laser Hawk is the player, and we are now in the top 25 for placement. Everybody picking up 3 points. The community launchpad may be going to pay the price. Doesn't quite go down. Almaken down to 66, catching a competing player, going for the same launchpad, and everybody's flying in here at Lazy Lagoon. We're basically headed straight. In fact, it's an entirely in the water 8th circle that we're moving towards right now.
And like placement was only just barely given out. As we're in 20 players on a riverbed, you can't walk down there.
Nope.
You have to build. This is such a weird end game.
I mean, you could try, but it's going to be real sad when you have to jump along the bottom. Look at this, Foxy Boxy taking shots and then immediately getting shot at from Ty Tanks above. Goes down and Ty pushes in to try and get the loot. Player competing for that. Barband going down outside. Spook rotating forward, maintaining basically the 3rd floor up. A rip, gonna use it, maybe not. Decides not to, gonna move forward. A player dropping in the same box. Surprise, I'm in the box too, and Dotback goes down. Spook maintaining all the way on the outside of the zone. A couple storm ticks. That siphon actually did end up saving him, down to 49 HP now. 12 players left. Ty, Spook. A number of other players rotating in, stuck on the bottom underneath the waterfall. People
He
gonna
got
have to
up
try
and
climb
over
their way
though.
up.
He did get up and over. That's going to be a weird place to rotate up. He knows that's why he's looking right now, trying to see if he can find someone. Players are going to go down to the Storm right now. That's one. Iota goes down already. It's such a weird spot. Their struggle must be happening here. Synergy and Diggles fighting in the zone as well.
Quick edit and a shot. Combat shotgun rotating around the outside, trying to chase that player down. Decides not to continue pushing just in case somebody else might be there. Like Ty Tanks, a quick elim there, picking up another siphon. The 50 HP shield total there, very important.
Just a bit ago, he had 49 health, guys. Now he's at 150. He is in the game right here.
Swing.
Will he get to 200 in time? Nope, someone snatches it up, but it's okay. He catches Aaron's.
The rift.
Right there, and there is a free rift. Definitely want to use that. Everyone already to the sky at this point. Top 5, all placement points have been given out, besides the victory royale at this point.
Knocking on the ultimate low ground, taking shots. Traps to defend from anybody dropping in, like Just Chillin', who does go down very quickly. Another elimination, 7 now in 5 builds. Maybe looking for another shot on the players underneath. There are a handful down there. A quick grenade. I don't know if he caught that. Just tosses one down to see if he can get a hit on somebody. Maybe the 60 seconds before the storm.
Can he get it?
Dicks him
Can
out.
he get it?
Caught on the outside. He's got one build. Floor. He's gonna have to push up, find it. Gets it.
Did he get it?
Bertsack
Did he get the mats?
dropping in.
He got
Maybe
a few.
He did.
Yeah,
he did. He's
just
good
a few.
still. 3 players. Almaken in the ultimate low. And watch this. Everybody's about to get pushed in the air because the path of the storm. And that might.
He needs to hit the shot.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Staying just barely away from the vent. Almaken gets 4 eliminations. The victory royale and everybody else. At that point, because it was so close to the end of the game, nobody wanted to go for the vent because you're pushed up in the air, and with the circle that small, you are asking to tick out storm damage. You want to stay engaged, so a forced rotation out into the storm is the only option at that point.
Yeah, and that's why.
Ya voy a la hora, pero poquito nada más. No juegan todo el día, voy a estar jugando más malo. Ya, entre cayó bien abajo. Dime. Ya se lo enviaste tú misma. Que ya se lo enviaste tú. No te lo digo, pero ya lo sabes. Dime. Se nota que es la primera partida mía del día. Dime más, ¿qué fue? ¿Qué? Escucharon, ¿verdad? Gracias, gente, por los likes. ¿Verdad? Saludito a Yair, que siempre está ahí en la TV. Yax. Sí. Oh, con razón. Sí, sí, ya la envié. Ya lo dije. Ya había dicho un saludito a Yair que siempre está por la TV. Yes. Aquí hay gente. Ya. Ay, edita. Yo no encontré la cuchara. Break. Uy. Edita, pero ¿por qué no? Sí, tengo un revolú, sí. Estoy practicando. Es que no juego hace... Uy. Mira. No me acuerdo. Una más, lo que me siento cómodo. Voy a guardar. En serio. Mira, ¿sabes qué, man? No. ¿Por qué? Nigga. Dale presto, dale Hedy.
Oh.
Oh. Che, no te eches si no te presto.
Practicar un ratito.
Dale,
Pero estoy más frío.
¡La puta llamada!
Ese video cada vez que lo veo lo que me da la risa. Escuche. ¿A qué nos vamos? A ver si carga. ¿No?
Hombre.
Dale, sí. Ajá, sí, acá. Acá. Esto no carga, ¿qué pasa? No, no, ¿qué te pasa? Y esto está deshabilitado,
Hombre.
Bueno, sale lo de aquí.
No era, ¿cuál era lo que la zona se cejaba?
Por eso es lo que estoy buscando, porque allá atrás no aparece la bola esa. ¿A ti te sale acá arriba?
¿Ah?
Aquí te sale.
Hombre.
Te escuchas más alto en el live.
Ah.
Ah, encontré uno que... Viewers and Webs, Bash, no... Viewers and Webs, entonces... Estaba acá presto, ya lo encontré.
Uy. Hacho, mano, toqué viernes, toqué sábado, toqué hoy.
Tócate voy allí, ¿verdad? Por el parque ese que está por allí... Al lado del campamento.
Hacho, mano, me prestaron el equipo Orange ese. Ay, Dios mío, mano, cuando yo lo conecté.
Yo creo que yo vi
y me
a Cutín
amplificaron
tocando
con...
guitarra.
¿A quién?
A Cutín.
Putín.
Digo a Cutín, no, al otro, al trigueñito, a Edwin.
No, los corners de mi iglesia.
Ay, loco, pues se me pareció de espalda, lo maté.
No, mano, Ah, no, me amplificaron, loco. A mí el bajo me amplificaron. Yo después de monitor.
Ajá.
El monitor pues tenía...
Escucha, pero ojo.
Tenía el amplificador Orange, sí, pero yo me estaba escuchando por las otras bocinas.
Sí.
Y yo, ay papá.
La madre la vaca, loco, no ha dado ni un tiro.
No, mano.
Oh, qué mal.
¡A rayo! No, mijo. Ah, no, estoy más frío. Me maté.
Mi macho está vivo todavía. Hello.
Hombre, mano. Oh, ya. Estoy más baile.
Baile estoy yo, papá.
Sí, mano, yo afiné el bajo. Oh, Dios mío, cuando lo conecté yo hice que... Conectado por todos lados. ¡Ah, esta porquería! Ah, estás tirando un live.
Algo así.
No lo vi. Entra la presencia. Hacho, hermano, pero montamos una canción que, oh, Dios, me dejaba caer la quinta y yo, ¡ah! Yo decía el piano, hacho, mano, ¿cómo se escucha esto? El tipo, el que brega con el equipo me dijo, no, hombre, que te voy a amplificar para acá. Y yo, y cuando empecé, yo, ¿qué?
Hacho, no suena bien amplificado.
Así te tiene cal.
Slow.
Deje.
No me quiso editarlo, vale. Mira, me quité toda la...
¡No! ¡Qué porquería estoy, mano!
Yo que
No, no juego desde, yo no sé.
Tratando de editar, pero no sé.
Vamos a practicar aquí hasta que esté un poco ready para después irnos para allá, porque yo no pienso irme para multi así.
Hombre, me tocó escar de nuevo.
¡Qué vaya!
Ya debí ponerte la pareja ahí.
No.
Oh, ¿qué pasó aquí? Luego que la trampa no te mató.
No, me pegué para la esquina.
Qué macho.
La verdad, ya estoy cogiendo el truco de esas cosas. Me pegué para la esquina y no me tocó. Me pegó bien pegado a la pared y no me tocó.
Se supone que sí. Se supone que la puntita por lo menos te quite 10. Hombre, este luz me gustó.
A mí también.
No te voy a decir que llevo ya 3 veces consecutivas.
Yo también. Bueno, no he cogido, pero...
¡Toma!
¡Qué macho!
Mira, yo con lo que te estoy disparando.
Pero era motor. Qué porquería, mano.
Loco, 157. Qué...
Ahorita más, Edwin va con Xiomari y Marilisa y otro nene más.
Ahora sí que es verdad que me tocó la gran porquería.
Bueno, a mí me gusta por lo menos.
A mí me gusta todo lo que tengo menos la AL.
Mira, me mata.
Eso que no me gusta, me llega a gustar.
Me das un tiro más y creo que me voy. Me muero.
Ya le iba directito. Ah.
¡Me muero! Me das uno de buen, me muero. Mira, me lo dio.
Me lo di. ¿Te acuerdas? Afirmativo.
Afirmativo.
No me gustó mucho la inercia. Ay Dios, esto está lagueado. Digo, estoy glitchado ahora. ¿Qué estudiante está?
El Grader, el fake ahí detrás de ti.
Desgraciado, mira, aprovechando.
Mira, desgraciado.
¡Qué macho! ¡Oh!
¡Ay, mira, Yocha! Ah, diablo, aquí me morí.
Loco, me dejaste a 8 de vida.
Ay, loco, te di con todo. Te para la boca. Te di como 3 copetazos. Con la minigonta te quité 10. Pa. Ay, mira, loco.
Asistí más que Yayo.
No, es porque Jan.
Oh, Jan, no, pero Jan él tiene otra cosa, Jan, yo no sé qué usa.
Este es que yo sé que él tiene algo, te estoy diciendo.
Evita rápido. Hombre, lo ha aprovechado.
No.
No, pero Jan juega si Jan está jugando desde el Season 1. Macho, tú me vas con él. Oh, míralo acá. ¿Qué crea, papá? Oh. No.
Ay, mira, me explotó la porquería esa. ¿Me mataste? Loco, eso no sale.
No. ¿Qué matarme, Michael? ¿Qué pasa? Va chiva.
Estoy bien porquería, men.
Ay, yo me estoy equivocando un montón de veces, pero...
Era esto, que hay abajo el mapa.
En el agua, ¿verdad?
Es mierda, mano. Yo con ganas de ir para la bola. Me invitaron para mañana y mira.
¿A mañana?
Para mañana.
Va mañana, presto.
¿Ah?
¿Quién va mañana, presto?
Va Edwin, Xiomari, que cumplió y la hija del pastor de acá arriba.
Ah, ok.
Yo estaba hablando con la que salí el domingo.
Ah,
digo,
yo sabía, sí,
y yo le dije, era, pero Pero yo estoy sin chavo, si no iría.
Michael le está picando más que un besejo con hambre.
Hoy estaba con ella.
Ay, que estás mal.
Esa nena está, oye.
Estamos en live, Michael, son cosas privadas.
Acá se me olvida.
¿Dónde tú estás? No, papá. Qué macho que te di eso y lo dispara así. Ya, perfecto.
Ay, loco. No sale.
Es que no sale que...
Cuando me mata.
La kill Ay, Dios.
Mira. Luego escuché Fortnite.
A buscarte, a ver dónde te metiste porque no te veo.
El liquidito.
Míralo ahí donde anda. Si no me dieron el sniper ahora. Qué macho, como diantre tú le diste a esa construcción que tenía una pared encima. Mira, le diste a la otra también, loco, y tienen pared.
Por debajo.
No, pero si tiene... No sé. No sé si eso es amigo jugando por ley, qué gran tiempo. Son brujerías, papá.
De verdad, por debajo. ¿De verdad tenía pared?
Sí, loco, tenía piso, pared y escalera. Mira, me dio hecho ahora. Ah, tú te pusiste algo.
No tengo nada.
Construiste hasta arriba, fíjate, a ver, tú estás en el condenado piso y mira dónde viniste a construir.
Bien aquí, ¿verdad?
Sí, no.
Ahora sí. ¡No! Sin caer.
Ya. ¡Qué macho! ¡Qué macho! ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que tú te bañaste?
Ah, ahorita.
Oh, vamos a morir aquí. Jack.
Me diste, ¿qué va a hacer?
Sí, tengo que subirme la sensibilidad, me siento un poquito lento. Pero buena, muchacho.
Fue larga.
Ni que yo cogiendo el jumpa y tú me das el tiro, mira, vete a bañar.
Yo brinqué.
Desgraciado.
Te di dos puntitos. Y yo, ¿qué hoyo?
Me diste la punta del dedo, del pie.
Era morir. Mano, ¿cuánto están las taquillas?
A 21 y pico con Ibu.
¿A qué?
A 21 y pico, fácil, subieron todos los precios.
21.
A ver, gracias. Vamos a ver, te he hecho contenido desde acá.
No, mano.
Me caigo. Casi bien. ¡Toma!
Me la he matado.
Bueno. Ay, dice que ha respawn.
Lo que me desespera de esto es la tormenta.
Sí, uno se siente hasta raro. Pero mira, consíguete un par de pesos y ve.
Ah, yo mano, no.
Pelado.
Le dije, padre. Ay, es más triste.
¿Y tu tío no te puede conseguir una taquilla?
Él me dijo que eso es para. Porque eso siempre se lo dan por el mes que viene. Y yo, me invitaron mañana.
Claro, por el mes que viene. Desgraciación de Carlos. Toma, esa no te va a salvar.
¡Qué loco! ¿Cómo me mataste si yo puse escalera?
Loco, la trampa tenía, yo puse un piso arriba, arriba de la escalera. Y brinqué como tú pusiste la escalera y quedé encima de la escalera y te metí el tiro.
Qué macho. No, porque la trampa me quitó. Tú caíste al frente mío, yo puse escalera para taparte.
Ah, no, pero la escalera la escalera construyó atrás.
¿Qué va a hacer?
Sí, pa.
A mí me salta encima de ti.
Pues no sé, a lo mejor la traspasé. Mira, me caigo. Me caigo, no me caigo. ¡Ay! Ah, no, si no me das uno, está el garete. Yo sí que estoy al garete, para allá te los tiro. ¿Qué no te di?
Donde mandé el garete.
Va. ¿Qué pasó aquí? Clase revolú.
Maté. Diablo. Tengo el ping en 100 y pico, estoy bien raro. No, es que yo no juego así.
Tachi, empecé a jugar ahorita y no iba a jugar nada porque estoy bien cansado, loco. Mañana estoy 8-5 otra vez.
Ah, mañana tú vas a estar allí.
Sí, mañana va a estar en la ola, por eso te dije que consiguieras un par de pesos.
¿Tu novia está de salvavidas?
Sí, pero ella está en el otro lado, en Chumba.
Ah.
Sí, pero yo estuve allí toda la semana. No, te quiero cogerle esa frente. Mira esta.
No te doy ni uno, mano.
Mira, no construye.
¿Qué va a hacer?
¿Qué pasa?
¿Se acabó?
No, se supone que no. Que vaya otro.
Dice restaurando, me dijo restaurando isla.
Sí, a mí también.
Ah, estoy aquí. Iniciar el partido.
Vamos allá. Ay, ¿qué está pasando? No me has matado.
No, yo sé.
No, pero ponte la pila que tú me matabas. Se me está escondiendo.
No, está bien. Pero suben. Pero esta cosa. Ahora.
Pero cabrón que no te veo. Una médica, macho. No hay mucho con eso, que a veces es bugué y te ve.
¿Qué hace él?
Epa. Bueno. Ya, lo miré toda la vida.
Ya no me mataste, ya lo mano, ¿qué vas a hacer? Yo te di uno.
Te metí en el pechillo.
Bueno, es que yo con una triste táctica verde.
Llega a ser pong, a lo mejor me hubiese hecho 180.
Estoy mal, o sea, a lo mejor en la construcción, pues no sé. Pero...
Tengo las amigas de Jan encima, cuidado. Ay, allá mismo te vas a entrar por qué. ¿Qué pasó aquí? Ah, te rendiste, no. Yo que tenía las dinamitas. Yo tengo que arreglar mi sensibilidad porque la subí. Vamos a jugar el otro, el del mapa negro que tiene.
Vale.
Hazlo así porque es para darte par de...
¿Cómo salgo de aquí? Oh, ok.
Le das a back to the hub.
¿Se escuchaba? ¿Se escuchaba? Ah. Ah, está bien.
Gente, para que entre.
¿Dónde?
Ahora. Ya todavía.
¿Qué pasa? Adiante. Ahora.
Está heavy. Vamos allá. Este es el de que uno tiene que poner las escaleras y todo eso. Bueno, yo me voy con la pompa. Trampa. Ahí para acá. Trampa. Voy a coger esta velocidad.
A ver. Ay.
Una. Loco, yo no sé, yo tengo el audífono puesto y te escucho como que...
Ya, no, mano, llegas a ponerse pared.
¡Ya, buena! Ya, loco,
Fíjate,
me confundí
ni me pregunta
ahí.
cómo... Y me pregunta cómo te lo dio, ¿viste?
Compre todo esto. Empezamos bien, empezaste matando. Oye, pero me confundí en el pon. Cuando iba a coger la pon, lo que cogí fue lo de construir otra vez.
Vale.
Editando y todo. Míralo.
Ya lo mami se bañó y se echó el bote entero curado.
No, fallé. Oh, ¿cuánta vida tú tienes? Me caigo para allá, me da gangrena.
Bueno. Ya, le puse la pared arriba.
Estuvimos hasta alto.
¿Construir madera o cualquiera? Madera.
Estoy construyendo en madera para que se rompa más rápido.
Adiós.
Ahí está muy abajo.
Abajo en el piso.
Ah, pues vamos a romper todo. Empezamos así. Sabía que tenía que ser Michael.
No. Ah, diablo.
Lo seguiste cogido.
I comí fake.
Oh, ¿qué pasó? Oh, si mira abajo. Ahora sí. ¿Qué pasó aquí? No se construía mi de esto. ¡Oh!
Mira, buena.
Loco, para romper todo esto.
Ya, lo siguen hasta por los lados. Diablo. Esto debería ser de que cuando empezaba, cuando se acabe, no sé, cuando alguien mata a uno, pues exacto. O tener que empezar. Hombre. Allá. Ah, qué macho.
Mira, no te di, qué máquina. Qué máquina. Ah, aprovechado,
¿Por qué me caigo?
This is mine. Mox estaba jugando la otra vez conmigo porque lo trapié 3 veces.
¿Qué va a hacer?
¿Te acuerdas del día que estábamos jugando con Jan y un revolú de gente?
Ah.
Que yo me empezaba a reír cada vez que lo trapeaba.
Sí.
Y él me envió un mensaje y me dijo, Hacho, me tienes empogorado ya. Y yo,
¿Qué agitado?
Agitado.
Caíme.
Estamos aquí abajo.
Diablo.
Oye.
Mami. Bueno, a ver. Diablo.
Hermana mía, ¿por qué?
Espérate. Porque fue que me olvidó dónde es que se arregla la escalera.
¿Cómo que se te olvidó que dónde arregla la escalera?
O sea, porque estaba virada de lado, o sea, no de frente.
Ah, pero ya la arreglaste.
Sí, ahora. Estoy intentando la arreglar cuando estaba esto contigo, pero no dio break. A ver qué.
Ay, Bray, loco, que estaba ahí peleando y todo eso.
Oh, vean, estaba encejado ya. Diablo, me caí.
Oye, estoy construyendo medio lentito, está por ahí.
Bueno.
Tengo que acostumbrarme, todavía me equivoco con el control. Con los controles nuevos. Siento todo eso y yo no sé por qué tanta aquí se construye cosas en el quiz.
Hombre, mamma mía.
Ahora, espérate, vamos a comprar.
¡Ay!
Ese gritito de ¡ay! ¡Ay! Ayer yo le hice eso una vez y me dio, no se transpone. Y yo, ¿pero qué pasa? Si estoy jugando bien.
Es que le pusiste el título.
No caigas aquí. Peligroso. Cambia para acá.
No, mano, cogí trampa.
Aquí.
Ya, no, mano,
Escucha el live. Oh, mano, no cogí trampa.
Hacer.
Lo único que me ayudó ahí fue mi ping. No tengo más palabras.
¿Qué?
Porque tú me rompiste la escalera cuando yo estaba construyendo 2 veces y yo estaba ahí como quiera. O sea, porque el ping... Ahí. Pero está jugando, chévere, fíjate. ¿Te va a seguir dando tiros?
Ah, lo fallé, pasé por el lado.
Cada vez estamos más altos.
Claro, sí.
Coge trampa.
Oh, sí.
Dame un break. No, hombre, man. ¿Qué pasa aquí? Hola.
Hombre. Vale. Ya sabía.
No sé por dónde estoy construyendo yo ahora. Ay, que tratando de cogerme algo, ¿no? Ahorita. Estoy dando.
Ay, mierda.
Ah, no sé, a veces yo no sé ni cómo ya otro está vivo. Qué desgraciado lo que hizo. Me pasaste la construcción por el trevero.
Oh, bueno. ¿Qué te pasé por ¿Qué vas a hacer?
Y
te di.
Y me diste también. Y la cosa es que saliste cogiendo como los ratones cuando encuentras queso o algo.
A ver ya.
A cambiar, me gusta la...
Espérate.
Esto es asistencia de... No, abre. Esto es asistencia, a mí no me está gustando mucho. Estoy tratando de usar y eso para ver si me familiarizo, pero es que cuando hago así, cuando estoy haciéndolo sin eso, me gusta más. Mira, mira, y me da también.
Ay, bendito.
Ah, no, loco, yo tengo que hacer la matemática.
¿Por qué?
Loco, te estoy metiendo más de 300 de daño y tú no te mueres. Loco, a veces lo cuesta y yo, pero caramba, es que no me da la matemática. Loco, porque te meto 70 con la que es un hecho. No, por la escala.
Espera, ¿cuál es?
Y después te meto 40 más de chile y yo, pero que día 3 pasa.
Pero el chill no es que se quita primero.
Sí, pero ya, a veces te meto 76 y después te quito de chill 46 y ¿qué es esto? ¿Cuánto chill tiene este hombre?
Dale. Después se ve mal. No te caigas, no te caigas. ¡Ay! Me está picando algo en el cuello bien duro.
Sácate.
Ay, ay, ay.
Era un ratón.
A Bayer le tiene dientes. Mira, y me sigue caminando por el cuello.
¿No te lo sacaste ya?
Sí, pero...
Ese es otro.
¿Será? Me caí.
Sí, acá escucho los gliders.
Oh, espérate, que yo tengo en el cuello, tengo un hormiguero.
Lo que tiene un semillero ahí.
Mira qué macho. Yo mirando para arriba. Está más callado que... Y yo mirando para abajo.
Hice un fake y me lo comí yo mismo.
¡Ya, 110! Ay, Dios, esto me escriben viendo de voice. Digo, me escriben viendo de voice.
Va al garete.
Loco, ¿tú sabes lo que quiero venir y dar un beso frente a la mano? Ay, Dios mío.
¿Qué quién?
Ah, vamos ahorita. Te volví a estar live.
La verdad, estamos en live, ¿qué pasa? Yo, Michael, tu cosa privada, estamos en live.
¿Qué nos está viendo?
Está mi cuñado por ahí. Me dio que jugamos pública, jugamos una más así.
A ver.
Nos vamos para allá. Déjame ponerlo editado rápido. Porque esto no puede ser. No me gusta cuando estoy construyendo y por arriba me pongo otra cosa más. Porque cuando tengo la asistencia de editado, lo que hace es que como se me frena. Entonces lo hago sin la asistencia y me sale lo más bien. Está editado y sigo cogiendo. Y ahora, papá.
Mira, yo.
Ya, ¿qué macho? ¿Qué macho?
Se me quedé sin bala, mano.
300. Vamos pa...
Bala.
Pa allá, pa...
Dale. Voy a escuchar algo aquí.
En el multiplayer no mato ni a una mosca, loco. Mad mods, mad mods. Clase de cosa fea.
Hello.
Dímelo.
Bueno, vamos a ver. Déjame, ¿qué le pasa al mapa? Yo raro.
Es como opaco.
¿Qué va a pasar ahora?
No sé.
Raro. Ah, a lo mejor yo como ya mismo a lo mejor viene el dinosaurio ese.
Abre.
Aunque me digan que soy un bandolero donde voy, le doy gracias a Dios.
Aquí. No, dale, vamos para allá. Vamos. Ay, Dios mío.
Ahora me estoy dando macanazo con uno aquí. Mételo.
Yo voy a coger la pistola y debo meter. Mira, se fue desgraciado conmigo, ay Dios mío.
Y conmigo me dejo 20 de vida nada más.
Ay, yo caí aquí otra vez.
Ya, yo caí aquí, tengo gente, men. Aquí morí, no tengo nada. Ya me está sumando con sniper. ¡Ea! ¡No!
Ya, me lo encontré de frente.
No tenía pistola. ¿Sabes qué arregla esta falta de precisión? Un poquito de Coca-Cola. Vengo ahora. Esta porquería que me dieron. Yo voy a seguir con mi tumbao. Con mis ojos colorados. Dale, prestó. Chévere, puso hat-trick. Estamos bien más contentos que un pejo con 2 jabos. Al garete. Más, ábrela, Bruno. Yo me testé aquí.
Aunque digan que soy.
Mira, este tipo yo no vi el comentario. Electrofon Bello, qué sé yo, dice el nombre ahí. Que es la que. Como que promo. Que yo fuese marcha o algo para el promoción. Vete, gordo.
Ya lo mano, grasema. Sí.
Va a pasar el pitch. Luego, ahora yo huelo los tenis míos, lo que huelen es a pollo frito. Para que tenga libre, los voy a coger con el tostoff. Voy a dejar nuevo.
Mira, aunque me dieran 20 pesos, o sea, yo como en casa, o sea, yo me salto acá y después bajo, mano, yo lo que quiero.
Pero no hay nada, no hay ni 5 pesos.
No hay nada, no hay ni 3. Ay, loco, ahí sí, lo que pasa es que pues no.
Ni uno es menudo.
No sé.
No sé.
Ya la mano, loco, ir a esta gente de campo.
Como venta aquí también.
Tiene gente abajo. El tipo está en pistola. Vamos para acá, mira.
No, pero hacer la porquería de acá esta.
¿Dónde conseguiste eso?
Ahí. Ah,
Mira el tipo dándome. Loco. No tiene pistola, no tiene nada. Cuida, hay una trampa arriba.
Tiene 2 trampas ahí el desgraciado, ¿sabes?
Ay, Dios mío.
Eso no es él, eso no es él.
Oje negro.
Toma.
Ya, lo soy, no tata.
Que esa porquería está medio OP, pero loco, ¿tuviste ese tiro con la porquería de esa?
Sí.
Eso no lo hace ni Tifu. Bien, cada vez que juego aquí multiplayer normal me pongo bien caca. Y es porque estoy pensando tanto en lo de los materiales y eso que... Me vuelvo un 8. Es que por unos modos... Abre, vengo. No sé qué día en 3, pero hay un jueguito más raro en el cuarto. Segundo fue, yo voy a pagar la play después de esta, que no vaya a hacer la play sonando ahí.
¿Te imaginas?
Pero lo dudo porque le pega a la oreja y lo más bien. Aquí fue un gancho.
Mano, es que a veces yo saco un suéter y se cae todo el closet.
¿Cómo?
Aquí a veces yo saco un suéter y se cae todo el closet.
¡Qué macho! Vamos para aquí mismo, ya que estamos aquí. También hay como 20.
¿Dónde?
Aquí. No, si tú estás más desviado que...
Era uno abrió una máquina y cogió el Wii de oro, allá me asusté.
¿En dónde?
¡Ay! ¡No, mano! ¡Ay, loco! ¿Qué es esto?
¿Qué es eso?
Lo de la tormenta.
Loco, hay alguien que me estaba dando tiro, yo no sé de dónde.
Ese tipo está bien heavy, es que es como blanco transparente, parece hielo.
Loco, hombre,
es como
vengo
una
ahora.
estatua de hielo.